All right, so week 4, we finally have our first test. So it's going to be on chapters 1, 15, 19, and 2. Remember, 1 was the introduction chapter. 15 was evolution and Darwin. 19 was systematics and phylogeny, so how things are grouped together, naming systems, things like that. And chapter 2 was on chemistry, so a little different than all the other stuff we did. So just make sure you're studying and preparing for that. We're meeting on our regular lab days, but we don't have a lab this week. We're just going to take the test, all right? So up until your exam day, make sure that you're studying. I know that I gave you chapter 2 to watch last week, so hopefully you've watched all the chapters last week. Take the first part of this week just to study, review, use your study guide, and reach out if you have any questions when you're studying. If you're not sure about something, let me know, all right? So the way the test is going to be set up, it's around 60 questions, will be multiple choice. And usually what I do, excuse me, for my traditional classes is I'll have like a short answer page where there's some short answer questions for you to do. And I realize because I'm showing you the videos that I show from my online classes, I forgot to mention any of that short answer stuff. So this is good news. Don't panic when you hear this. I'm going to have a bonus sheet with a bunch of questions. And they're going to be things that if you watch the videos, you're going to know how to do this. So for example, like how to write out a scientific name, there will be a bonus question where I'm going to give you information about an organism. I'm going to tell you its genus and its species. Those are the 2 things you need to know. I might give you some other information to kind of throw you off. But if I give you the genus and species for an organism and I ask you to write out the name, the scientific name, be able to do that. I might ask you to explain some formulas. So if I give you like a formula for a molecule and I ask you how many carbons are in that molecule, how many oxygens are in that molecule, as long as you know how to read a formula, then you should be okay on that. All right? Like I said, if you study, don't let that scare you. I probably shouldn't have even said it, but it's things that if you've studied, you're going to know how to do that. And they're bonus, so even if you miss it, it won't count against you. All right? Group A will meet on Tuesday, so February 2nd. Group B is going to meet on Thursday, February 4th. And if you were here last week when we did our lab room was 238. Keep walking past that, and the very next room is 237. It's way too big. It's a huge room. So what I'm going to do is I'll spread everybody out so that we're well distanced, and you'll take the test, and then that'll be it for the day. Okay. All right. So that's obviously the big thing we're focused on, but we do have a lecture to watch too. So again, if it were me, up until you take the test, whenever that date is, that needs to be your focus. But as soon as you're done taking the test, you're going to watch the chapter 3 lecture video. It's on organic molecules. It's dealing with chemistry, and I know we've already done chemistry, but this is different. We're going to be looking at the types of molecules that make up your body and that make up living things. So it's less like protons and neutrons and stuff like that, and it's talking about the types of molecules that make you living and that make up your cells and things like that. So you'll watch that, and then you've got a review quiz due Sunday, February 7th. All right. The test is really like taking an exam should not take too long. I'm going to say honestly, on average, when I give tests in person, 30 minutes is probably the average time that it takes to finish it up. So the reason I'm telling you that is you can plan on, if you want to, take the test, and then as soon as you're done, as soon as you get home, go ahead and watch chapter 3, because it's we're getting out of here a little early since it's a test day, so that'll help you out as far as time goes. All right, that's it. If you have any questions on anything, let me know, and I will see you next week.